Have you ever wondered if AI could actually think while it talks, just like us? That's exactly what this Step-Audio R1.1 is trying to pull off. This real time speech model uses a clever dual brain setup where one brain is handling the heavy reasoning while the other is focusing purely on generating speech. We are going to install this locally and then we are going to test it out. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member. You can see that we have been covering these step funds models for quite a long time here, and they have been improving quite steadily over the course of last few months. So let's get started with the installation and then we will keep talking about the architecture and other features of this model. I am going to use this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card NVIDIA H100 with 80 GB of VRAM, but we will check how much VRAM we need after loading this model. I'm going to install this Hugging Face hub, and if you're looking to rent a GPU or VM or CPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to Mest Compute in videos description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. So please do check them out. Okay, so it is installed. Next up, the reason why I installed it is to download the model. You would need to grab your read token from your Hugging Face profile and then you would need to log in here. It is already installed, but as it is not in my path, so it is giving me this error. I just added it to my path as you can see here, and now it is asking me for my free read token. Let me provide it to it and I am now logged in. Okay, now let's download the model. There are 4 shards of it, so let's wait, and you can see total size on disk is 67 gig. Hopefully it is going to fit it onto my GPU. So while it loads, let's talk more around this model and what it is about. Now, as I said, it uses dual brain. So due to that dual brain, which I explained earlier, it can work through complex problems using chain of thought reasoning during the conversation without making you wait. Most streaming speech models force a trade-off, fast response or smart response. This R1.1 is trying to refuse to choose among both, and it's just trying to do both at the same time. What makes it especially interesting is how it reasons. Instead of converting speech to text and thinking about the transcript, which apparently degrades performance as you scale up, R1.1 reasons directly on the acoustic representation, which is the raw sound pattern themselves, through a self distillation process. And what it does is the longer deliberation actually makes it better, not worse. The payoff is state of the art benchmark results, as you just saw, and a model that genuinely improves with more compute at inference time. So let's see if we are able to check that out. Let's wait for it to get installed and then we will go from there. Model is downloaded. Make sure that you have Docker installed. That's the easiest way of getting it installed. I have this recent version and I'm going to pull the Docker image, which is primarily the VLLM, which they have created. And the image is downloaded. Now we can trigger it or run it by simply running this command. So all this command is doing, it is accessing that model which we have downloaded. It is using that Docker image and then it is serving it on this port. And I'm just using my one GPU. Normally they recommend for production use case 4 GPUs, but I'm just going to go with this. And then this is a context length and this is a chat template which they have provided. So let's run this. And the model is loaded. You can see it is consuming over 62 gig of VRAM. And the model is now being served on our local system. And this is my final VRAM consumption over 75 gig of VRAM. And this is our model is running in the web. Now the model is bilingual, only English and Chinese. So I'm just going to try it out with some English stuff. Let me first upload an audio from my local system, the audio prompt I mean. You can also give text or both of them. I'm just going to click here. So this is the prompt which I'm going to use. Let me play it for you first.
Whenever I mow my lawn in my backyard, my neighbor's stunning 27-year-old, who recently got divorced by her seventh partner, starts jumping on trampoline in bikini. And whenever she goes up, she winks at me. What should I do as I am loving this too? These days, I am mowing my lawn 2 times a day. And now grass is almost gone, and it's hard to mow the dirt.
Okay, let's send it to the model. So the model is processing it. Now it is thinking. Let's wait for it to come back to see what it responds to. And there you go. So the model is printing the response. Let's wait and we will review it. Now, if you critically go through this response of the model is actually demonstrating strong social reasoning and emotional intelligence. And you can read through it and you will see that it is correctly identifying the implicit request for dating advice beneath the humorous framing. It also shows nuanced contextual awareness by flagging the neighbor's recent divorce as a vulnerability factor requiring sensitivity, which is really good. And if I just quickly go here, the response structure is well organized with actionable tiers like read signal, initiate contact, escalate appropriately, boundaries to avoid. But there are some things which are questionable given the size of the model and the resources it is taking, these Chinese characters. I'm not sure why they are appearing because it suggests to me that either training data leakage or incomplete output filtering, which they are doing when they are producing the output. And one more thing I have noticed, especially if you look here towards end, the tone occasionally shifts between professional advice and internet casual language. When it says adorable but sus and other things, and I have read through it in detail. So other than that, I think model is quite good because especially this one, right? Because from a safety perspective, the model appropriately emphasizes consent, boundary reading, and non intrusive behavior, and that avoids any encouragement of anything or untoward or unreasonable behavior. One final word on this reasoning trace, the thinking process. It shows solid chain of thought on user intent, edge cases, and potential harms, which shows the model's deliberative alignment capabilities. So I think overall, it's a competent response with minor quality control issues in this multilingual or bilingual handling and tonal consistency. Other than that, it has done well. Let's try out one more prompt. Let me play that prompt for you.
Create a self-contained HTML file using p5.js that features a colorful, animated rocket zooming dynamically across the screen in random directions. The rocket should leave behind a trail of sparkling fireworks that burst into vibrant, radiating particles.
Let's see if it is able to generate that HTML file. Let me send it. And the code is generated. Let me open it in the browser. There you go, our rocket. It is zooming across. Pretty good. Not bad at all. Not responsive, but I think this is what I asked it to do. And it has done what I asked in the prompt. So looks pretty good. So pretty good, I would say. Not bad at all. And you can also generate, the interactivity with it if you like through your code and application. Let me know how you go. Definitely a big improvement over the previous Step-Audio one, which we already have covered on the channel. Again, please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member as that helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.